We're standing just outside the walls of the current Old City of Jerusalem, just south of the Temple Mount. But where we are now is where it all began. 3,000 years ago, King David makes Jerusalem the capital of the 12 tribes of Israel. And it doesn't happen over there in today's Old City. It happens right here at the City of David. Small ridge outside the walls of the old city. It is surrounded by valleys, the Kidron Valley, the Valley of Hinnom, and the Central Valley. In antiquity, the reason for the establishment of settlement here in this place was because of a source of natural water, the Gihon spring. We're in an area that was just only recently excavated by an Israeli archaeologist by the name of Eilat Mazar. She actually claims that this area that we're standing in now is no more and no less than the palace of King David himself. I'm reading from 2 Samuel. But David captured the stronghold of Zion. It is now the city of David. We're actually standing in the center of the heart of David's city. This is the citadel of Zion. Prior to David's capturing the city, Jerusalem was a Jebusite stronghold. And the center of that Jebusite city was right here. This was the administrative center of a Canaanite city long before David conquers this area. When David comes here and he conquers the city through the water system, he builds his palace up above the citadel of Zion. And we know that because of what's written here in the Hebrew Bible. This area, the citadel of Zion, was the administrative center of David's city. This is where the archives of the Israelite city of Jerusalem were. And we've actually found in the rubble here clay seals called bule, which were actually, the reason that they're even preserved until this day is because of the burning of the city of Jerusalem in 586 BCE by the Babylonians. These clay seals were originally attached to parchments that were part of an archive of the Israelite period. During the burning of the city by the Babylonians, the clay seals were burned like a giant kiln, and that's what's actually preserved them for us until this day. So that's how we know what this area was used for. Also found here was a typical Israelite house, which is called today Beit Achiel, the house of Achiel, because that name was found here in the remains. Apparently over the years, the citadel of Zion was built over and residential areas were built into this hillside as well. I'm walking in Hezekiah's tunnel, the water system from the city of Jerusalem from more than 2,700 years ago. And you see, I'm getting wet. This is the water of the Gihon spring, that original source of water for the city of Jerusalem that made habitation here possible since antiquity. And this system is mentioned in the Hebrew Bible at the time of the attempted Assyrian siege of Jerusalem. I've left Hezekiah's tunnel and the pool of Siloam and the city of David entirely and had a chance to dry off in the meantime. Now I'm completely on the other side of the city, near the Tower of David and Jaffa Gate, at the western entrance to Jerusalem's old city. This has nothing to do with King David, of course, because we now know where we were earlier at the city of David is where it all began 3,000 years ago. And I'll be happy to accompany you on a tour of that area. But in the meantime, I suggest you visit my website at www.davidsland.com.